EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tennessee Titans.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
48,
Get it.
Tannehill on first down. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Ready? Check 48, come on. Double dog, that's the way.
Now.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I know you feel that.
Here we go. 30 base.
Watch the pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's caught, Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off play action, Tannehill. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Tannehill completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 22.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 17, Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. To throw it. He completes it to Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone, is coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun here. Man is sharp. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
First down, Titans.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Go now. 10 Lobo. Shoot.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Tannehill. He'll get this one to Kupp. Complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now Tannehill. And caught by Henry. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something.
Still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready? 30 base.
Coming for the side. I'm coming for the side.
Tannehill throwing again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Set.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got three down,
Let go.
Now Tannehill. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They go jet sweep here with Chark. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Go now. 50, plant.
Get ready, get ready.
Ready.
2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Break. Light.
48, 48.
Go.
Man, we got to get this stop here, King.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
The Titans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now throwing again. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jack Crawford busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Switch up, switch up.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And the catch made by Hilton. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Let's get it.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now it's Tannehill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To the air again, Tannehill going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards, and it'll be Titan football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. Hang too soft.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
2.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end, any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was, because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And Jeffrey Simmons busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Running the jet sweep with Jones. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Ready? Sit up.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Off play action, Tannehill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's caught, Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, here's Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Tannehill now to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Tannehill. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Calais Campbell, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Gordon. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A first down carry for Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Come on now.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Easy one. It's easy one, and it's coming again.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. Jones has it. It's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Tannehill. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll toss it to Henry. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Jackson now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you made.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked. This one back, a fumble return touchdown for the Titans. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Here's Gordon. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with if they could have stopped them right there on that down. Now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary. But, hey, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Derrick Henry, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Back to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Jackson. Complete to Hilton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Here's Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Clock now under 30 ticks and running. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Tannehill. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now Jackson sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about
A.J. Green? The 40, the 30, 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later. Are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.